Hi guys, here I am out on one of my daily walks again, and I wanted to talk to you today about the illusion of perfection. And the reason why I want to talk to you about that is because we have this illusion in our mind that there is something such as perfection. And the truth is that it doesn't really exist. And when we create this image of perfection in our minds, what we do is we tend to compare ourselves to this thing that doesn't exist, and it attacks our self-worth. So I just want to kind of talk to you about the illusion of perfection and to tell you that it's okay not to be perfect, and in fact it's important to realize that we're not perfect and to allow that to be the case. So the truth is that each of us are growing all the time, and we're all improving at different levels. And this image of perfection that we see is usually this ideal kind of situation. It's usually something where everything is going right according to the plans that we have for our life. And the truth is that when you're learning something new, when you're trying to get to a place that you have been dreaming about being at for a long time, you're going to actually have to accept that perfection doesn't actually exist. Because as you're growing and as you're becoming who you want to become, you're going to have little mistakes that you make. And the trouble is that we tend to beat ourselves up and compare ourselves in this really cruel way, because it's cruel on ourselves because we're trying to compare ourselves with people who've already done it before. We're trying to compare ourselves with the best of the best, and we can't, because at the end of the day, all of the people that you see who have ever done something and achieved a dream that have always had to go through this imperfection stage, this bit where they're actually starting to perfect what they're doing and starting to grow what they're doing. And so they all go through this stage of growing, developing and making mistakes and then learning from them. And successful people tend to know by the time they've made it, really, that failure is not failure. Failure is just a learning place. It's a space where you learn. It's not actually what people call it, which is the end of, or they make it out to be some ending, to your dream if you fail, as they call it. But failure is actually a learning space, and it's actually the place where you learn the most. So I want to kind of you to ask yourself, am I chasing some kind of perfection? Am I trying to be perfect before I've learned all the skills that I need? Am I trying to match myself up or compare myself with people who have already achieved this? And am I being too hard on myself? Because if you're hard on yourself, it will actually stop you achieving your dream, because when you're hard on yourself, you feel negative. And if you feel negative, then it won't help you if you're trying to achieve a dream. It's just going to make things feel bad while you're trying to do this. So I just wanted to kind of say that. It was a little bit of clarity I had earlier on, just thinking about it and realising that we're all imperfect, and it's perfect to be imperfect, because that is exactly where we need to be. We need to be in a space where we're growing and we're expanding and we're becoming who we want to be, not necessarily in a place where we are already there. So remind yourself that it's perfect to be imperfect, and remember that perfection is actually an illusion. There is no perfection in this world. It's only what people think perfection is. And you'll never be perfect, because you're always growing, you're always changing, and you're always becoming something better. So, and that's a good thing. So enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Keep happy.